Right, topic B5, micronutrients and macronutrients, or vitamins. And so nutrients are substances that the body needs to take in as part of its diet. And we can talk about micronutrients and macronutrients. So micronutrients, small amounts, things like these trace minerals. Macronutrients, larger amounts, proteins, lipids, and some of these minerals that we also need in large amounts. So vitamins, generally speaking, they're not synthesized in the body, so we need to get them in from our diet. And they can be water or fat soluble, depending on their structure. And that's going to be a very popular question, I think, with the examiners, is looking at the potential intermolecular forces and deciding whether something is going to be water or fat soluble. And A, D, E, and K are all fat soluble when we compare their structures. So we start by looking at vitamin A. It's fat soluble, so although there is potential for hydrogen bonding there, we've got this giant hydrophobic group, and so we're not going to see that being particularly water soluble, so it's going to be fat soluble. Vitamin A is also called retinol. It's important for vision. I've heard people talk about eating carrots to help you see, and it's particularly important at low light intensities as well. And if we're not getting enough of this vitamin A, then we end up with night blindness, xerophthalmia. Vitamin C is water soluble. You can see here it's a smaller molecule with lots of polar OH groups, so we get hydrogen bonding to the water. That's going to be quite water soluble, which is a consideration when we're cooking food, and how we kind of maintain that and make sure that it doesn't disappear in maybe the water that we're boiling our vegetables in, for example. It's many functional groups also means that it can be broken down by food processing, so processed food maybe contains less vitamin C. It's an important cofactor for enzymes, tissue regeneration, and also disease resistance. And if we don't have enough, these fruits like that, we're maybe going to end up with scurvy. We're going to see problems around our gums. Vitamin D, calciferol, it's fat soluble. If we look at that, it's again, you can see a steroid backbone almost in there. We're missing a bit there, but we've got big non-polar, hydrophobic, so it's going to be fat soluble. Similar in structure to cholesterol. As I mentioned there's just that little link there missing, and maybe a slightly different chain up there. It helps the bones and teeth take up calcium, and if we don't have enough, it's leading to rickets, and we can get that from dairy products and oily fish. Making sure that people have enough of these vitamins in their diets is worth considering. So why might they not be getting enough? Well, we might see soil being overused, the nutrients disappearing from it. People might not be aware that they need to eat a balanced diet and avoid eating too much processed food. And it might be that simply that kind of food just isn't available in the part of the world where that person lives. So what can we do to get around it? Well, often breakfast cereals will have the word fortified on them, and that means that additional vitamins have been added into them. Some people often take nutritional supplements. Some of you maybe take vitamin pills in the mornings. We can genetically modify certain organisms to produce more of these vitamins. And we can also certainly educate people about the need for a balanced and healthy diet, and make sure our food is properly labelled so people know what they're getting from it.